Okay, this is how to fit an auxiliary cable in a Mazda 3 2006. So first, the tools you need is just a Phillips screwdriver and a flathead. All we need to do simply first is there's a couple of poppers underneath this panel. There's 4. Make sure, just pop these off. Make sure you do this last part near the edge of the door last, because it just slides off. If you see, there's just a clip will go straight in and the rest are just poppers. Okay, the next there is just 4 Phillips screws. We just unscrew them. Which will then allow us to get onto the head unit itself. Okay, now what you need to do is just where the air vents are, we'll just lift that up and just slowly, gently ease the head unit out. Okay, and now if you see on the back of the head unit, all we have is for this connection, which goes straight into that socket there. So all we're going to do, we're just going to plug that in straight away. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to hide all the cable. So, and we're going to have it coming out where the ashtray normally sits. So to dismantle that, what we need to do is put it into first gear, and then just here, this should just pop off. Being careful you don't break any of the clips. And then this should just also just pop as well, which there, if we don't just slip it into 4th gear, turn it around. So now gives us 2 screws down here. Again, just your Phillips screws. If we just take them out, and there's the next one. Okay, if you take out your cigarette lighter, and I just need to be careful you don't break any pins. There's a couple of pins on it. Just pop that side. If you just use your finger in that side, and it should just pop out like that. Okay, and now that is completely free. Now just down here we have pre-drilled a hole ready for our auxiliary to come through. So then it will just come straight out of the ashtray, like so. So if we don't, just take that out again, and we're just gonna pop it down through there, so we can get hold of it. There we go. Okay, and now we're going to slide that back in. That's just there. And then we just take it to come through this hole again. Okay, like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave a bit of play there, so we can just tuck it back in when it's not needed. And we just pop that. Back in to its position there. So there's our auxiliary cable. What we'll do is, to make sure it works first, is we'll pop it in. We just put the ignition on, and then on here, if you just press onto your media, it should come up now that it's found your auxiliary. Press play, and there we are. We have the auxiliary fitted perfectly. So now what we want to do is just, now we know that's working, we will come back out of it, and now we'll show you how to just put it all back together, which is dead easy, just how you undone it but reversed. So what we're going to do is just tidy these cables up a little bit. First we'll plug these back in. Okay, that's screwed in. So now you want to pop this back in. Just be careful of where it's going. Okay, and then it just pops back in like that, and then we get the next part, just move it back into first gear, so then we can just slide down that part for the handbrake nice and simply, and then we just need to find that's it, pop that back in like so. Okay, now that bit's all done, sorted, we'll just pull the head unit back out a bit so we can tidy the cable up just a small bit. We just tuck it round somewhere where it's not going to get caught by anything or get in the way of anything else, and then we'll just slide that back in. Be careful. Okay, now it's back in. You then put these 4 screws back in. Okay, now that's done, just back to the frame of it. So you want to slide that side in, slide it into position there, and then it will just pop back in to position. That's it. That's all sorted. There's our cable. So then all we want to do, make sure it all works again. Now it's all put away, it's all back to normal, to how we want it. We then go on to our music, and there we go. One fitted auxiliary cable for iPod connection or your mobile phone, iPhone, MP3 player. job done. You can buy this cable on Amazon for $9.95.